Bear with me, guys. So I try to figure out this phone. All right. Welcome. My first show. Pretty cool. We're inside my tattoo studio. For those who don't know, I'm the owner of Knoxville Tattoo Collective here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I like cards. I like to collect things. So today I got some stuff. This is my first show, so bear with me. These will definitely get better as we get on. But I got a bunch of stuff. GPK. These are all numbered cards. I got a bunch of them on my site now, my inventory for sale. These are all negotiable prices. These are all based off of pricecharting.com, as well as eBay sales. So I didn't just make these prices up. Yeah, for those of you GPK, what's up, Daniel? What's up, Pals Forever Collectibles? How you guys doing? So yeah, I'm really excited to be on here. I got a lot of cool stuff. I've been collecting pretty much a whole life. For the last 30 years, I've been collecting stuff of all sorts, horror, movie memorabilia, tattoo stuff. As you can see, I've got some stuff behind me. And then most recently, cards. I used to do a lot of cards back in the day. I kind of got out of it as I got older. But then, I started having kids. My kids, they got really big into Pokemon a couple years ago. And so we started buying Pokemon cards. And then I realized there was a market for Pokemon cards. So then I went a little crazy and started buying a bunch of Pokemon cards. You couldn't find them on the shelves since like the holidays. So I found 2 packs at a store and I bought them up. I also do basketball, big into basketball. So I've been doing basketball cards. I've got these here are Panini Phoenix, and then Panini NBA Hoops. They got old Luka on the front, hoping to pull some Luka cards. These are, what are these, 2023, 24. So, yeah, hoping to pull some Luka cards. And then GPK, Garbage Pail Kids. That's one of my passions. I really love the Garbage Pail Kids. I used to have these back in the day, back in the 80s when I was a kid. I can remember buying them, pulling the stickers off, sticking them and everything. But now I've got this huge collection. I've been collecting with my daughter, and we've amassed a huge collection of Garbage Pail Kids cards. So I got to get rid of some of them. I've got too many. So I've got a bunch for sale. If anybody's got any interest in it, you can check out my inventory. You can go on there. Like I said, you can make an offer. You can buy them as they are. I will be doing another live here probably next week, and I'll be auctioning off some of these cards. So if you want to wait for the auction, you have a good chance of getting them for less than they're worth, or even getting them for a good deal, Yankee 071 fan, what's happening? All right, so I got all these things I'm trying to organize and get them all inventoried, but I'm going to open up one of these packs. I'm going to blast up one of these packs, grab my stuff here. Hold on a second. What do you guys, what are some of your favorite cards? What do you guys like to collect? And do we have any tattoo enthusiasts in the room? Baseball, GPK Chrome 7, yes sir. Yes, the Chrome 7s that's probably one of my favorite series. I got some Chrome 6, Chrome 5, and I've got Bookworm. I got the MLB, if you guys like baseball. I've got the Alex Pardee. I got a bunch of these. I've got the entire base set of the Pardee. I think this is the second series of the MLB GPK. And then I've got a bunch of these numbered cards. So like this is the Franco de Fantastico. This one's a 7 out of 75. I got a bunch of these. These will be on auction too. Yes, definitely. I'm definitely selling those. These are a little hard to find. There's not a whole lot of these being sold yet. So finding values on it has been a little tricky. I'm going to start auctioning these next week. I'm going to do an auction. It'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday night. And I'm going to auction these off then. So you have a chance to grab them. I've got, right now, these are the ones that I've got. So if you want to check them out, and they'll be in my inventory as well, so you can go in the inventory and check them out. I'll have front and back pictures as well as close pictures of the numbers. So if you guys want to check them out and verify them, you can. But I've got the blowout trout. That's a 134 out of 199. That's a nice one. It's got the baseball border. We got the Mad Max. This one. Why did I keep this one? I think I just kept this because it was cool. Yeah, the cruise missile and the Mad Max. Those are just the duplicates that I had from the base set in the Juan Soto as well. Yeah, and then I had this one. This one's pretty cool. This is the Bo Bichette, but it's a no name. So that one's pretty cool. Yankees, I don't think, no. No. I'll have to look at the base set. There's got to be one in the base set that's a Yankees. I'll check though, and I'll definitely get back to you on that one. These guys are all Blue Jays. This is the Rays, the Franco. Yeah, he's the numbered one. Yeah, those will be up. I don't know what you guys are looking for, but if you're looking for certain cards, let me know. I do have certain cards that duplicates of. I've got like a bunch of refractors, jewel cards, prism cards, a lot of the colored borders. If you're looking for certain colored border cards, I got a bunch of those. So like I said, check out the inventory. They'll be in there. I'm in the process now of getting all that updated. There's just so many cards to go through. It's like I'm overwhelmed, literally. But hell, let me get some sleeves out. We'll go ahead and bust open these Pokemon and see what's in here. And then we'll bust open some of these basketball cards. See what's up. Let me grab them. Where are my gloves? Now, when I do breaks, I will be doing breaks on here. Prince Music Awards. Oh, let me check in my sets. I do have a bunch of the Music Award cards. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to put together all the full sets. And then I've got binders with the sets in them. I'll be selling the full binders of all the sets. But any duplicates I have, I'll go through and sell those. Those will probably go for like $1 on the site. But I'll do bundles too. That way, if they're base cards that you're looking for, we do bundles, refractors. We can probably do bundles on. What about deals? And if you guys are local to Tennessee, Knoxville, or in the area, free pickups. You can come pick up the cards for free. All right, let's see here. Got this Zapdos. This one's kind of cool. It's got like this speckled. This just comes in the pack. This is the top card. Let's go this guy's sleeve. So I will just give you guys a little background about how I do my stuff. Heck yeah, I'm telling you, man. My kids, I never thought they'd get into. I didn't really realize garbage pail kids were still a thing until just recently. I seen them in the store. I was like, whoa, what? And I got some guys that I work with that are really big into card collecting, so they kind of turned me on to it as well. A little bit about how I do stuff, guys. When I open packs, I'm always gloved up. I never touch the gloves with my bare fingers, never touch the cards with my bare fingers. And then each card, as soon as it comes out of the pack, I put it right into a soft sleeve. And then from there, if it's a good card, if it's not a base card, if it's something like I think it's worth something or something decent, I'll throw it right into a top loader. So, I try to keep them protected. I try to keep them in as mint condition as possible. Careful of all the corners and everything. I try to make sure you guys get them in perfect condition. All right, so this first pack we're going to open, Surging Sparks. See what they got. See what we got in here. My daughter loves these Pokemon cards. This is probably her favorite stuff, so I always try to give her the good ones. Unless they're real high money cards, you know what I mean? Hold on, let me see if I can lower the camera a little bit. All right, so here we go. This is the first card. Get this slack off. Nice. How many slack offs? Listen, guys, bear with me. This is my first live. I plan on getting a way better setup. Oh yeah, look, I got nothing to hide, guys. Like eventually, my plan is to get a setup so you can just see the entire table and everything I'm doing. I'm kind of working with limited stuff right now. So, and none of these, I'm not auctioning or selling any of these. Everything that you're seeing now, it'll be on in my inventory later tonight. So if you do see anything on here and you want it, just check out the inventory tonight. It'll all be on there. You guys can pick them up. And again, these. Here we go. This guy, our next one. And as you can see, they're going right into sleeves. You know, even if they're not worth anything, I still put them in sleeves. You know what I mean? I buy them by the bulk. So, so our next guy right here, the Vigoroth. He's a nice one. Ooh, I can see some sparkling in the back. Yeah, if I ever do any type of breaks where you guys are buying packs or I'm auctioning off cards, I'll make sure that the cameras isn't. I'll get some type of camera to put on my chest or something, so you guys can see what I'm doing. There's this guy here. What is he? It's a Centiscorch. I'm trying to read them backwards. It's not really working out. So what is that? Centiscorch? Yeah. This is stage 1. That's cool looking. All right, next one. I got Turtonator. These are my favorite. I like these guys. Reminds me of the Terminator. Turtonator. Yeah, I'll throw him right in there. All right. What's the next one? What's that? Counter gain. Okay. Counter gain. So now the trainers, I didn't realize there are some trainers out there that are actually worth money, and I had no idea. You know, I thought the trainer cards and the energy cards were just like extra cards. But then a buddy turned me on to a couple that were worth some money, and I was like, dang, man, I've been throwing these cards up to the side. Look at this guy. And I don't know, for those of you that play Pokemon, it's an intense game. I did try to play it with my kids. It's a lot to it. Like, I feel like just building the decks takes so much to build the right deck, you know. I was getting my ass kicked every time I played with my kids, so I gave up on the playing of the game, and now it's just about collecting the cards and seeing what I can find. A Zangoose. This one's pretty cool looking. A lot of base cards. I'm not really haven't hit anything yet. That's again, these I got them at where did I get these? Target maybe. It was nowhere. Nothing's crazy. Um, this one might be a reverse hollow. I don't know. I don't think so though. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's another Turtonator. Another one of those guys. That one also looks like it might be a reverse hollow. Yeah, see, that might be a reverse hollow. If you guys can see. I never really understood the difference between the reverse hollows and the hollows. Obviously, if it's the whole thing's holographic, it's holographic, but I think that's a reverse. Or maybe this one is. I don't know. And do you guys know Terrapacos? Yeah, I don't know. I think this one's a decent one, though. And then we have an energy card at the bottom. Um, and then, of course, the online stuff. So we'll throw that in. I'm going to go ahead and throw this guy in the top loader real quick. We'll check him out. We'll go ahead and check him out later. I don't know if you guys use any particular sites to check your cards to find out values, but I do use it's called Pokédex, I believe it's called, and then one called Ludex. I use both of those to be able to scan the card, and then it'll give you a kind of rough estimate of what the value is. They go off eBay prices. It gives you an idea. Nothing's exact. I feel like these things are worth what people value them at. All right, so that was that first pack. As much as I love opening Pokemon, I'm thinking I'm going to bust open one of these boxes of basketball. Hold on, if I keep the camera from falling over. Bear with me, guys. Right, here we go. All right. So I busted this open. We got this at Target. I really enjoy the basketball cards. And I'm gonna save. I have a box of NBA hoops. I might just save that and break that next week. Do a pack break. You know, if you guys want to get in on that. This is a Deboat edition. Debo. I'm gonna hit the bottom one right off the bat. Let's see what we got. Let me get a Luka. All right, check it out. Boom. Top card. Tim Hardaway Jr. Look at that. Could be a youngster, so I don't know who Tim Hardaway Sr. is. All right, we'll throw Timmy Hardaway Jr. right in here. Mavs. We got Jarace Walker. A base card. Ooh, baby. Looks like we got some blue ice back here. All right, we got a rookie card. I think this is a blue ice. I can't even say this guy's name. Look at that baby. I'll throw him right in a top loader. It's crazy. If you guys have been collecting cards for a long time, how many of you think how crazy it is that just the way the cards are made nowadays? I can remember these things used to be like so flimsy and thin, and nowadays they're like, I mean, legit cards. I feel like I can throw this at somebody and really like hurt them. All right, what's this? Cam Whitmore. A little Cam Whitmore. Oh, do we know this is a numbered card, boy? 51 out of 275, baby. Look at that. Why not check the back? You always got to check the back of the card. Always. Good thing I put that at top loader. You see that? Then we got old Cam Whitmore. He's just a base, but that's all right. Not bad. First pack we open. 3 base cards and a banger. Hell yeah. What are you talking about? This is all about, man. Finding a banger. All right, let's check this one out. I think we found the banger out of the box, but that's all right. We got Emmanuel quickly. Bow from the Raptors. Cuckoo. Kevin Love. Moritz Wagner. Now, guys, these are 4 cards per pack. So if you're like wondering why there's only so many, there's 4 cards per pack. What are these? 24 cards total. Oh, and then we got Luguet's Dort. Check this body out. Now that's, believe it or not, that is not numbered. I'm looking at the back right now. But that's a beautiful looking card right there. It doesn't have a prism on the back. Huh. Well, we're gonna sleeve it up, throw it on our top loader anyway. You just never know. Oh, where's my top loaders? I'm out. All right, get some more of those. All right. Getting good. What's up, Ephraim Jr.? Waffles collects. Card collector beast. 701 chasing wax. happening? Manu Ginobili. Manu. How do you say his name? Manu? Anthony Hardaway. Penny? Come on, Penny. Still on some cards? Keontae Johnson. Keontae. And then who we got here? Paragon. Kevin Durant. My boy. Kevin Durant. Yeah, sir. Not so bad. Not bad. Damn, man. I like collecting the old guys. I got some Julius Erving. I hit a Julius Erving and a Shaq and a LeBron. You know, I got a Sean Kemp. I'm telling you, man, I like them old cats. So I grew up in the day of, the Michael Jordans and the Larry Birds. So I don't know half of these new guys, especially the foreign guys. I don't really know. Do you remember Manu? All right, let's get down to the bottom. Another bottom pack here. We'll just see what's happening. Again, thank you guys for joining. Appreciate y'all. Oh, shit. Zion Williamson. Keontae George. Oh, what do we got here? Rayon Rupert. Look at that beauty. Is that numbered? Nope, it is not. Ooh, Jason Tatum. Your boy. Those are good cards. I had one of those that was worth some money. So we'll go ahead and put that to the side. I'm going to be honest. If they're not base cards, I pretty much top load all of them. Just because you just never know. I'm trying to keep them boys protected. Guys, welcome Club Skunk. She's my moderator. She's helping me out. She's also one of my apprentices here at the tattoo studio. So if you have any questions, we'll be answering them the best she can. All right, so I'm going to keep them bangers. Let's see what we got. Where's that other banger? There it is. Boom, bang it. I'll let those guys in there too, just because. So guys, yeah, if there's any specific GPK cards you're looking for, in a second here, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of those with you, show you what I got. If you have any specific cards that you're looking for complete sets, let me know. I can always keep my eye out for those as well. I do stock the Targets, Walmarts, and the local card shops, and I try to buy every box I can. So, yeah, I'm one of those guys. And don't get me wrong, there's like a 5-box limit, so I'm only allowed to buy 5 at a time, but I'll go back tomorrow and buy 5 more. All right, so let's take a break from basketball for a second. All right, let's see. What do we got here? She's in the process of getting all these put together. Let me find. All right, so who is this? Cut Up Carmen, Dotted Lionel, Outline Levine. All three. I got all three. Okay. 2 of them are aqua, and then I've got this one. What is that? A prizm refractor. So I got the prizm. I think that's what that one is. This is the 251B, the Dotted Lionel. And then we've got Cut Up Carmen, the 251A. This is 52 of 199. Okay. You can see the number down there. This is a numbered card. And then I also have the C parallel, which is Outline Levine in the aqua. That's a good one right there. Okay. That is, you see the number on that one. What is that? Whoa. 175 out of 199. Okay. So yeah, it's a good one there. So we got those. If you need any of the braided brandies, I got a couple of those. I've got the aqua braided brandy, 110 out of 199. Listen, all these cards are in mint condition. Now on the site in the inventory they say near mint. To me, mint condition is coming directly from the mint, right? Um, they've been opened in the pack and put in a sleeve. So, they've been touched by me once with gloves. Corners are all in good condition. I'm very careful. Now, the one thing I like about these cards is these are all raw cards. None of these are graded. You can still have these cards graded, and it's going to up the value. And if you look, these are in great shape. The borders are really even. The picture's super centered. I mean, the picture's super clear. There's no bends, dings, scrapes, scraps, no gum stuck to it because there's no gum in the packs. But yeah, these are good cards. So I've got Braided Brandy, 110 out of 199. I've also got the pink parallel. If you got looking to do your pink collection, I've got her there. And I've got the Twisted Bliss. So I've got the C. That's right, the C parallel in the aqua. That's a good one. That one's 23 out of 199. Okay. Again, borders are really good on this card. This is a card you can have graded. Okay. Miles Smiles and Have a Nice Dave. I've got the purple border parallel and the prizm. I've got those I'll have on the site. But Braided Brandy, she's a good one. Let's see what else we got in the case. They're all over the place right now because we're trying to organize stuff, so just bear with me for a second. Where are they now? You guys looking for... Oh, wait, here's some Garbage Pail Music right here. Okay, where are they now? I've got Staple Gunther and Mickey Mouse. Both of these, if you guys are looking to put these in your collection, I've got these guys. And then I've got for the music awards, Pierce Priscilla, Munching Madonna, Crystallized Carrie, and Dancing Diana. So I got this one. Boom. 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 So I've got those. Those will be on the site. Let's see. What do we got? Okay, I do have some. If you guys do any of the Chrome 6 or Chrome 5, I do have some of those. I've got Bee Sting. Okay, that's a purple refractor. That's a 220 out of 250. That's a numbered card. See that number right there. And I've got Sprayed Wade. Okay, he's another numbered card. This guy is 194 out of 250. Okay. And then Blockhead Blake and Jay Prey. These are the pinks. I've got a bunch of pinks. If you guys have a collection going of pinks, I got a bunch of those. But yeah, guys, that's just a little bit of what I got, what I'm doing. Again, I'll be posting again next week. We'll be doing another live, this time with an auction, live auction. I'll be starting a lot of the bids at $1 and going from there and just see how many of these cards we can get rid of. So before the auction, if you want to get the card before the auction, just go onto my site, check out my inventory, and just hit the buy now. All right. And again, if you're in the Knoxville area, Knoxville, Tennessee, come by and check us out. Knoxville Tattoo Collective. Hey, we do tattoos, piercings, and sell cards. Trade too. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Peace out.